Vaheguru Ji Ka Khalsa, Vaheguru Ji Ki Fateh. Welcome back. I'm Sarveen Kaur. If you've been following my vlogs, this is all about our move, our transition to India, and just trying to give an educational insight and just a bit of informal insight about what it's like here. Today I'm going to go through our daily routine, or it's mine mainly because husband and daughter are overseas at the moment in UK. So obviously some of the first things I have to do in the morning is get myself ready, then get my son ready, who's still here, and we go off together to school. Okay, so this is the fog at the moment, and on the right you would normally see a shepherd. It's like a swamp, but it's completely whited out just because of the fog. Wow. So I'm gonna have to drive through this somehow. And as you can see today, the weather was particularly bad. Actually, so bad that I'm sitting in my bed at the moment. I don't want to get out. It's so cold. We went to school to drop him, and I went inside, and it was really nice because the first thing I heard was over the tannoy, there were a couple of like older girls doing Mool Mantar Paat, which is Ek Oankar to Nanak Hosi Pisach, singing it really beautifully so the whole school hears, and followed by the idea of the day, which I thought was fantastic because somebody I know is struggling, and I thought, wow, I'm going to capture this and send it to them. By the time I get back, and then the milk is normally delivered, because it's fresh milk, it's from the cow, we have to boil it first before we can even use it, and I don't ever remember having to do that in England, so it's quite funny, but that's part of my daily routine as well.
Talk about balancing. We'll let that go down. And cover it up. So I can leave that there now and come back to it when it's cooled down a bit.
After I've done that, I'll think about what I'm going to make for the day. Could be English, but most of the time it's Indian. It's dal or sabji, and with some roti or something. I'll do the housework, although the laundry's like completely just come to a halt because it's taking about 4 days for it to dry. So there's not much I can do with that. I'll clean, do the dusting and stuff. When the kids are at school, that's when I get a real chance to crack on with the seva projects as well. Normally the kids are home by about 3 p.m. and that's when we'll have, a bit of a snack and stuff, have a catch up. And about 4 o'clock, the kids, especially the boys, love to go and play football with the village kids here. So it's sweet. The village kids have got a lot of enthusiasm to play football, but unfortunately they don't know the skills, or they don't have any knowledge of the game itself, which is so strange because it's a national sport in England. And I think that's one thing that my boys are really hanging on to. They tend to watch the games. They're Leicester fans, of course. It's like you can take the child out of England and football, but you can't take the football out of the child. Following them, having that bit of exercise, we like to go and sit in the divan, where we listen to Kirtan and Katha. And obviously this time of year, it's about the Sahibzade and the sacrifices of all the Sikhs and Guru Gobind Singh Ji.
Baba Ajit Singh ਇਹਨਾਂ ਦੀ ਬਹੁਤ ਬਲ ਇੰਨਾ ਸੀ ਜ਼ਿਆਦਾ ਕਿਉਂਕਿ ਇਹ ਸਵਾ ਪੈਰ ਲੜੇ ਨੇ ਬਹੁਤ ਦੂਰ ਤੱਕ ਲੜਦੇ ਹੀ ਗਏ।
My eldest son, he does a roll till about 10 o'clock at night, and when he comes home we'll have some hot milk, or just have a cuddle and see how we're doing for the day. So what's the biggest lesson I've learned so far moving to Punjab? I would say that life is all about mindset. Believe it or not, it's not the external, it's the internal, it's all your mindset. What I found was that the same kind of problems I used to think about, that I had problems in UK, they transferred over here and they became like problems. And when I realized this pretty early on, I realized that, hang on, this can't be right. There's not really a problem. This is just an illusion. And when I started thinking that this is my mind, and if I thought differently about it, that's when I started tapping into kind of the internal Shakti. That's when I started tapping into the knowledge of Gurbani, when they're often talking about the mind and telling the mind or instructing the mind, oh man meria, oh man, e man meria, e man pyarya. Man jeeta, Jagjeet, those kind of things. When they're saying that, it really hit me in Punjab. It became real. Like, actually, it is all to do with the mind. So guys, I hope you enjoyed getting a snippet of my daily life and what we're involved with here. Please keep giving us your blessings. With your blessings, we can go from strength to strength. There goes the electricity. So send your blessings our way and keep us in your prayers, keep us in your holy feet. Thank you ji. Waheguru ji ka Khalsa, Waheguru ji ki Fateh.